Hello friends, this is Clayton Phillips from Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta, Canada. And I get to shoot a fly-through video on our newest edition, our very first 320G Momentum G-Class toy hauler fifth wheel. And I am blown away by this particular product. There's just so much to talk about, and I gotta go real fast because I could really do a 40-minute video real easy on this particular trailer. So like I said, this just arrived. It's the very first G-Class fifth wheel, folks. And like I say, there is just so much to talk about. So let's get started. The front cap, Grand Design, massive believer in structure, foundation, lamination, that, you know, for the longevity, the way a fifth wheel should be produced, Grand Design is doing it and going beyond, which is really nice. And it just holds true to how they manufacture product today. But the front cap plays an integral role in the longevity and just how a trailer can hold up over time. So on the Momentum fifth wheels, you'll find they have a really edgy, really well designed, really nice looking front cap, real sporty looking. But the cap actually serves a purpose in the way that it's designed. It's engineered with all of these nice edges and lines. It makes it look really cool, but it also adds a lot of structural rigidity to the front cap. It's called a structure cap, and the structure cap basically ties in the front end of the fifth wheel. A lot of manufacturers, they stop at the structure cap. So with Grand Design, what they do is they actually give you the structure cap, but if you were to pull that cap off, you would find actually a steel aluminum cage wrapping around the front end of the fifth wheel. And that also ties in the front of the trailer because Grand Design, again, the structure of the fifth wheel of the travel trailer that they use, and they do this on most of their products, really can enhance towability, the rigidity of the trailer if you're towing it down, you know, a bumpy road, through the ditch to get to your favorite camping spot, you know, that type of thing. And you don't want a lot of deflection in the front end because it can have a negative adverse effects on the, again, the lamination of the trailer. People deal with slide out issues in their bedroom slides and such, and that's in a lot of cases because the deflection in the front end of the trailer. And Grand Design is really doing all the right things to try to eliminate that by adding the structure caps with hard edges, more hard edges, so that when that cap goes on, it goes on square. And that's important to a trailer to have it be built square, and you'd be shocked how many trailers in the industry are not built square. But with Grand Design's lamination, how they design their front caps, the front cage really enhances performance of the trailer through towability and just the overall long-term structure of the coach. So again, the front caps on Grand Design products are all painted, they're not gel coated, so you have a less chance of that discoloration and cloudiness coming down the front cap. They've added some really nice LED docking lights to the front end just above the hitch here, so at night if you're hooking up, you can really brighten up the bed of the truck, which is really nice. And then you've got these nice LED accent lights on the front cap as well, which make it look really cool, especially at night. And then down here, we'll just zip here, you've got the ground clearance lighting as well here. So you flip the switch on, turn on the ground clearance lighting. It can really create a nice mood and ambiance on the outside of the trailer, especially at night. So real cool. So again, we're G-Class fifth wheel toy hauler by Grand Design. What makes this trailer really nice is the length. It's 36 feet, 3 inches in length, and it's a triple slide bath and a half, 11-foot garage. And we'll get more into that. But right here at the weight badge here, the dry weight of the trailer as it sits on the internet or the Grand Design website is 12,400 pounds. The actual weight of this particular model with the equipment as it rolled off the assembly line is 12,976 pounds. Your GVWR rating is 16,800 pounds, and then your cargo carrying capacity is 3,764 pounds. You see that right there. So what's really nice about that is if you've got a 3/4 ton diesel truck would be preferred or bigger, you can pull this fifth wheel usually no problem. But what's really nice about Grand Design, where some manufacturers, they actually limit you to how much weight you can put in the garage, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 pounds. What Grand Design does is that full cargo carrying capacity of 3,764, you can put all of that in the garage. So they don't say how much you can put in the garage, they say max it out just as long as you don't exceed the GVWR rating of the trailer, which is really nice. So continuing on here, excuse me, you have the control module for your auto leveling system. This is the Lippert Ground Control 3.0 system. It's 6-point electric. It has the auto return feature on it as well, so it will memorize the last spot that you unhooked from, so you're not having to sit there and hold a button and wait for the back of the truck and watch it to, you know, come back to your hitch height. You just hit auto return and it brings it right back. So, and it's the auto leveling system, which, you know, makes leveling out the trailer a whole lot nicer. Pass-through storage compartments. This is really where you get to see Grand Design shine compared to the competition, folks. Again, this is a toy hauler, so you don't get as much pass-through storage in a toy hauler typically that what you would with a regular fifth wheel, because you have that big rear garage and it's pushing everything forward. But tried and true to Grand Design's, you know, formula of doing things. Nautilus P1 utility panel, best in the business. It's all color coded, operates all the different water functions in the trailer. It bypasses your hot water heater for winterization purposes. So first class all the way, and they use that throughout all of their products on the fifth wheel side. You've also got your outside shower with hot and cold tap. You've got your water pump switch, black tank flush, some valves for your holding tanks. Speaking of holding tanks, your black tank capacity on this trailer is 78 gallons combined, plus 78 gallons combined on your gray tank. So 2 gray tanks, 2 black tanks. Your fresh capacity is 117 gallons on this particular toy hauler. So you can head out into the woods and know that you can pack lots of water and be able to hold lots of water as well. So 6,000 gallon capacity, whole house water filtration system that does all the water inside the trailer and helps prevent the grime and sometimes the sand that you may pull out into the trailer from, you know, off of a well or something along those lines. So real nice. They finish it off again. The outside pass-through storage compartment, Grand Design, more aluminum tubing than all the other manufacturers for the most part. Fully bead welded together. It's not screwed together. You know, they're doing all the right things with the structure on the product to really maximize the long-term use of the trailer. So on the entry side of your trailer, you also have your hot water heater as well as your furnace being 35,000 BTUs, so tons and tons of heating capability. Your hot water heater is gas and electric as well. I'm just going to zip here and show you underneath the trailer as well. So this has a fully enclosed and heated underbelly. There's a few things going on underneath your in your underbelly here that I want to show you. So Grand Design has what they call the rail tight system. If you see that screw right there, I'm zooming in on, and they have them in various locations. Okay, there's a couple more going down the side. You see that aluminum track that goes along the base with the screws? That's the rail tight system. A lot of manufacturers, all they use is a screw through a washer to hold it on, and between the screws what will happen is that you'll get gaps to where your heated underbelly is. Literally you'll be losing heat out those gaps, and with this rail tight system that Grand Design uses around the base of where the holding tanks are and just to hold that undercarriage on, really helps hold that heat inside the trailer. So we get a lot of customers that are living in their Grand Design products through the wintertime, and we're finding that they really like it because it's just well engineered to hold that heat inside. Again, the floor of this particular trailer is R40, so really good R values for this particular trailer, which is real nice. So we'll zip back here, show you your under storage here as well. We optioned in the gas generator. The gas generator on the G class pulls from one fuel tank, which also operates your fuel station, but it's a 30-gallon gas tank to operate the generator. And that generator, we did the 2 air conditioners on this. You can option in a third, and you can run 3 air conditioners off that one generator if you want spot for your batteries up front here as well. So again, coming down the side, we'll just give you a little shot here on the Grand Design underneath their slide outs, how clean they are. No woven fabric. That Darko material on the bottoms of the slides wears out. So Grand Design doesn't do those sorts of things. On the G class, it's an electric system. So electric leveling jacks and electric slide outs. There's no hydraulics on this trailer, which, you know, not as temperature sensitive as the hydraulic system is. So if you're, you know, wanting to do some more cold weather use, you're not going to have to deal with some of the challenges that come along with the hydraulic system. But again, you've got the Dexter towing system on this as well. So Equiflex suspension right up here in the middle, that's that yellow block there. What that does is it allows for the tire to more free flow inside of the wheel well. And what that does is it'll help eliminate or reduce the amount of vibration and chucking that you can get, which can have a negative adverse effects on the interior of your goods that you place inside the trailer. So really smooth towing suspension system on this trailer. You also have the 16-inch Westlake Lion's Head G-rated tires, so it's a really solid tire, radial tire. It's a tandem axle for the length of the trailer, 36 feet 3 inches, so it's not a triple axle, which is really nice, lighter weight package, but they use the Dexter axles, Dexter brakes, Dexter Easy Lube hubs, so all North American made. It's stronger, designed to stand the, the bumpiness and the, some of the roads that you're gonna take this fifth wheel down, and they come with a 5-year warranty, which is really good as well. So again, coming down the driver's side of the trailer, you've got a drain here as well. So this will do your rear bathroom drain, but also you have, and I'll just zoom in on this, you have a gate valve for your fresh water tank drain. So 1.5-inch gate valve, you pull this handle here and that'll drain that 117-gallon fresh water tank a lot quicker than what you would get with just a 1/2-inch water line and a cap. The nice thing about not having a cap is that you don't have to crawl on your back to access to pull that cap out. You just reach over and pull this white T handle and that will drain your fresh water tank. So again, you've got the auto leveling system on this. You can see the underbelly of the trailer, which is real nice. So one of the things that separates Grand Design away from the competition as well, folks, is they use a wider stance chassis. So the frame rails on their product can be up to 5 inches wider than what you would get in other products. And they do that just for stability purposes, but also they insulate between the frame rail and the holding tank. A lot of manufacturers, the way they've designed it is that holding tank sits flush up against the frame rail. And so if you're wanting to do some cold weather type camping, you don't have as much insulation. So with Grand Design, you have a wider stance in the frame rails. You have more steel in the basement of the trailer, which, the foundation, everything's riding on it. The most important part of a house is what? The foundation. And with Grand Design, they have one of the most solid foundations or chassis in the industry, which is really, really good. So again, top down at the back here, you've got that folding ladder, which folds up flat up against the wall here. If you got looking at toy haulers, most of the manufacturers are using that folding up and down the ladder, which is really nice. We didn't touch on the fuel station. Couple things going on here. One, the fill for your fuel tank is in behind. You can hide and lock it. So what's nice about that is if you store your trailer in a storage compound, you don't have to worry about somebody siphoning out your gas and stealing it or sticking something down that hole. Like some manufacturers, they mount that gas tank cap right here. So you can keep that locked and closed. You've got the fuel station as well to fill up the toys, which is really cool. And then you've got what I like, this kind of neat, they actually pull and lift the pump and the gauge up out of the way, and you can actually see it. It's a lot easier to read and access and such. So real neat on their fuel station, and they do that on all of their products. On the bigger Momentums, you get dual fuel station, or you get dual tanks, dual 30s, one for generator, one for fuel. On this one, it's 130 gallon. They do that just to keep the price down. So on the back of this particular fifth wheel, we're gonna go top down. So we optioned in the Patio package, which includes that electric box awning. Nice thing about the electric box awnings nowadays is you don't have those arms that fold up into the roller tube or to the awning tube that have to come out and mount to the deck or to the back of the trailer. That awning is fully self-supported, which is nice, and the switch for it is just on the back wall in the cargo hold of the trailer. Part of the Patio package also includes the railing that goes around the exterior of the patio. You get the guy wires here to support it, as well as the deck. The door is an upgraded door as well. So you go to 3,000 pound capacity, and what they do is they actually laminate into that door a sheet of steel. And why they do that is to prevent from punctures happening. So as a patio, if you put chairs or a table or something and you apply weight, that sheet of steel will prevent that foot from going into the foam on the door. So it's a much stronger door. If you are looking at a fifth wheel toy hauler that doesn't have a Patio package, it's very difficult to change it. And typically, like, you can can add the railing, but you're not gonna get, I mean, it's very difficult to add that door or very costly. So if you want the patio package, we always recommend getting Grand Design to add it after the fact. We also option in the 3-season garage wall, and that's the doors there, right here, that are folded wide open. They're a sliding door, they fold back and then slide across. And so what that does is it gives you just more of a barrier between the inside of the trailer to the outside. You know, helps keep the heat in a little bit better if you want the patio down, that sort of thing. So real nice. It's a little bit better than what you would get with just a pull down screen that you'd find with some of the other products there. So just zooming down the side here, giving you a shot. Dual entry with this particular. Before I go to the dual entry, actually, right above that awning that you can't see right now, it is pre-wired for a rear vision camera as well. So just wanted to touch on that. Dual entryway, so one going into the garage. They do the quad entry step, which is really, really nice. Again, coming down the side, you've got your big slide out here, which has your theater seat in it. Great big window, you'll see. What's neat about Grand Design, every window opening that you see, if you were to take that window out, it's completely framed in with aluminum. Why Grand Design can put in such big windows in all of their trailers is because, one, they're not afraid to spend a little bit of extra money to do it, but also they have the structure in the sidewall to support a big window. Not a lot of manufacturers can say they have that. So again, Rockford Fosgate exterior speakers. That's coming with the trailer standard, this stereo. If you're out in boondocking, out in the middle of the woods with your quads and ATVs, and you don't have neighbors or whatever, and you want to have a little bit of a dance party, you can crank the stereo on this particular trailer. You don't have to worry about bugging anybody, but this stereo absolutely thumps, which is cool. Again, 3-year structural warranty, folks. So Grand Design, first manufacturer to come out with a 3-year structural warranty. They built the product to support the warranty. Since their inception, they've had that. A lot of manufacturers have come out with that 3-year structural warranty. The difference is they didn't change how they built the product. All they did was raise the price of the trailers to accommodate the influx of warranty concerns. Grand Design, they built the product to support that warranty, and part of that is that thump here. Fully laminated slide end walls, fully laminated roof of their slides. The roof of their slide outs, you can stand on them because that panel at the top of the roof there of the slide out is fully laminated and insulated just like the slide walls are. So very, very strong, very, very good. They're doing all the right things. Again, quad entry step, aluminum plates. You've got the folding lend-a-hand grab handle, Rockford Fosgate stereo, WeatherTech insulation, so R40 roof, R40 front cap. You've got R40 in your floor from the front storage all the way back to the dovetail at the rear of the trailer. And then you've got, because this is an 8.5 foot wide trailer, with Grand Design, when you get to that size, you actually get 2.25 inch sidewall, which gives you an R11 in your main sidewalls, which is really, really nice. And then the slide floor is an R24 as well. So, and we're going to give you a shot here of the pass-through storage on the entry side. Again, a little smaller, but it is a pass-through. You can definitely see all that aluminum tubing, fully bead welded together, very strong, lighter weight. They're doing all the right things with the structure. LED lighting, battery disconnect switch, real nice. Dual 30-pound propane tanks. So we'll just zip back here. Your awning is fully adjustable on this trailer as well. And I'll just show you. You can adjust the awning so that if you want the water to go off the back or the front, you can, you know, when it's raining, that sort of thing. But that light is in the roller tube. I think it's kind of slick because you kind of treat it as like a chandelier above a dining room table. So if you got a picnic table beneath it, you can position that light pointing straight down onto the table. It eliminates the shadow that what you would get with the LED light strip along the wall of the trailer. Or you can have that light cascade across the bottom side of that awning if you want to position the roller tube in a different way there. So and Grand Design Momentum G-Class 320G. We're going to jump into the trailer here. We're going to go right to the very back, work our way forward. Excuse me. So a lot of things going on with the rear garage. One, we optioned in specifically the drop-down electric beds. So both couches, the backrests flip over and they make into one big queen size bed. And then right above it, you've also got a queen size bed. Now you can position it like we do in this situation with that upper bed pinned up in the up location. So it's more of a living room setup that you have back here. Okay, and how you achieve that green strap that's attached to that pin, there's 4 pins on each of the rails. You pull that out. What you do electrically is you lift this bed all the way up. It hits the bottom of the upper mattress or bed platform. You pull those pins out, then you electrically drop it down, and that upper bed will stop about right here, about halfway down, and then you can continue down the other couch. So you get 2 queen size beds on top of each other that you can sleep 4 adults back here. So tons and tons of sleeping. It is a heated garage, which is really, really nice. The other thing is that if your machines that you bring in, like a side-by-side that's all jacked up with big tires, you know, tall roof on it, what have you, and with the lower couches in the upper position, if you don't have enough headroom, you just pull out one of these pins on the bottom side of the drop down couches, those pins, and that couch, when it's up, will actually fold flat down up against the wall, giving you the same headroom that you have right here to get your taller machines in, which is really, really nice. Okay, also they engineer in what we call a dovetail. And right from this diamond plating strip here down, it angles down towards the trailer. And why they do that is that if you have, let's say, a Harley that's a little lower to the ground, not a ton of ground clearance, that gives you an easier transition point to get in and out of the trailer without bottoming out. So they do that, design that into the back side of the trailer. Your tie down anchors are all rated for 2,500 pounds, and you have 9 of them distributed in the base of this, in the floor of this garage. Also, you got the ports here. These are for legs. There's actually a nice big table that almost fits perfectly this rectangle between the 2 chairs, so, or the 2 sofas. So you can play cards back here. You can have lunch, entertain some guests, all of those things. It does come with a rollout carpet as well. So if you want to cover up the decking here, there's a rollout carpet that just really warms up the back of the garage. The decking material that they use is designed and manufactured by Congloleum. What's really neat about the decking in here is it's super durable. It's anti-marring, which really helps you, if you're in here driving your machine and you're turning your tires and that sort of thing, it's not going to get beat up like the old rubber diamond plate is. This is a thicker, harder material, but there's a urethane coating on the outside of this product. And what that does, it's embedded through the product. And what that does is if you ever spill gasoline, oil, some fluids that maybe let off a pretty nasty smell or odor, it's not going to permeate into that rubber diamond plating material that you typically see in a lot of toy haulers. So Grand Design's really spending the extra dollars to do the right things in their rear garage. Back here above your upper bed, you do have it's hard to see there, but you do have the Max fan with rain sensor. If you optioned in the 3rd air conditioner, it would go right in that vent right there. You've got the Rockford Fosgate stereo speakers, and then you've got your ductwork. Now your ductwork for your air conditioning is all tied into the racetrack system. It's the most efficient air conditioning system on the market with the Coleman Mach air conditioners, and that'll cool back your rear garage here as well. So pre-wire for washer dryer if you wanted to add that in. There's the remote for your Max fan here in the garage. We're going to open up the rear bath here. So you've got a toilet, porcelain foot flush toilet with storage, some extra counter space. You've got the mirror back here as well. And then also Max fan up there with rain sensor, also with the remote right back here on the wall. So you don't have to stand on the toilet to open and close that lid, which is really nice. Again, 11-foot garage, so just be aware of your machines, how long they are, that sort of thing for the size of garage. If you need something longer and you really like where we're going to go next, we can get the 350G, which has a longer garage on it to the tune of 14 feet. So just gives you a little bit more garage space coming in. New for this year, Grand Design in the G-Class. Has gone to a single one-piece floor from the very front storage compartment all the way back to the dovetail. And it's the same type of flooring. The way it's being described to me, it's the same product that they use in $100 million yachts. It's a one-piece floor, seamless transition, very, very strong. and then they lay that lino decking on top. You'll note Grand Design, one of their DNA items is they don't do heat ducts in the floor, which creates a stronger floor in its own. You know, less chance of dirt, debris, the grime off the machines, that sort of thing. You don't have to worry about that going down into the heat ducts, that sort of thing. So DNA item with Grand Design. But that one-piece floor really makes for a solid, very strong floor front to back. And that's what they're known for. An R40 right from the front all the way back into the garage. A lot of toy haulers do not have the same R value in the garage as they do on the main floor of their trailer. But the transition point to get into this from the garage area into the living area is there's no extra lip anymore. All the toy haulers that I've ever seen typically have a 2 to 3 inch lip there, which separates the rear, you know, the rear floor from the main floor. So with Grand Design, they're tying it all together, helps with the structure of the trailer, but you don't have to, it's not a tripping hazard anymore. This door just goes right up to it. It's on the same level and much easier to get, you know, in and out. Not that it was too difficult before, but don't have to worry about falling down or tripping your toe or anything like that. So plus you get the stronger floor. Coming into the interior of the trailer here, you've got on the main slide out on the entry side, again, massive windows with toy haulers in this size, 36 feet 3 inches. They're a little more condensed in the living area, but what I absolutely love what Grand Design's done with this product is they have super tall slide boxes. And I'm 5'11", and my arm is fully extended. And look at, I'm not even touching the roof of the slide. And so that's the beautiful thing with Grand Design. They're not afraid to spend the money where it counts. Sorry, it's a bit foggy there. It'll come back, hopefully here. There we go. They're not afraid to spend the money to make the slide box a lot taller. Remember, no cable slides. Cable slides have a super, typically a lower ceiling in their slide outs, and you got all these cables and pulleys and all this stuff moving around. But with Grand Design, the rack and pinion slide system allows them to build that slide box really tall, put in gigantic windows on the slide end walls and behind the couch, and it really helps open up the interior of this particular fifth wheel toy hauler, and it just really creates a more of a spacious feeling. Again, you've got the loft bed here as well with ladder, and that because 8.5 feet wide, you get 8.5 feet wide from one side to the next. So lots of headroom or lots of distance if you want to sleep a taller body up there, or you got a taller child or something. Extra storage, you put the Rubbermaid containers up there full of all the you know, motocross gear and helmets and all that sort of stuff. You can stick that up there as extra storage. So I'm just going to zip back here so you can see the entertainment cabinet across from the couch. Actually, back to the theater seating. Heat, massage. This is in the Oakley interior, so it's a lighter interior, which is real nice. Got the blue lighting across the bottom and all that sort of stuff. So they've done a phenomenal job. Super comfortable. All three recline as well. Again, you've got your entertainment center, great big LED television, Rockford Fosgate amp with subwoofer. What's neat here, we've got a sound guy that works for us here on the sales floor, and your subwoofer, I'm in behind the couch, I don't know if you can see that or not, but you've got your subwoofer back here in the middle, and then your exterior speakers are all in their own box. So it really helps with the sound when it's playing inside the trailer, which makes it real nice. So, and I've got to tell you folks, if you want to hear the stereo, come on down to the dealership. We'd love to kick it up for you. Your fireplace is a 5,000 BTU heater, has a real nice ambiance. 35,000 BTU furnace, 5,000 BTU heater, total 40,000 BTU heating capability with this trailer. So real nice. Again, LED TV, extra storage coming up the top here, so you can kind of see what they got. Nice tall storage cabinets. The wood color in here is really neat. It's like a walnutty color. It's not, I mean, it's darker for sure, but you get to see a lot of the grain in it. It looks so sharp. They've done a great job. Again, pantry over here. Great big pantry with light. You can turn the light on and off. 12 cubic foot Dometic gas electric refrigerator. You've got your island storage all the way around. I'm going to speed it up here, folks, as my battery light's flashing on me and I don't want it to die. Furion oven and range. Furion microwave. And then you've got the hood fan as well. So extra storage. So lots and lots of storage with this particular trailer. And then you get the farm style sink. Love the farm style sink. This has been an absolute hit. If you like the 60-40 split, nice thing about this one is you can actually hide a dinner plate and put the covers back over top, hide the dirty dishes if you want. If you want to save some water, which 117 gallons and big gray capacity, but you've got you can do a Rubbermaid container here and it'll fit in nicely, and we've got a couple customers doing that. So again, you've got the bottle opener here as well. Pop open the bottles, have a great time. Storage here on the entry side. There's your control center. It has all the switches for your generator, hot water heater, gas, electric, tank capacities, slides, awnings, USB connections, extra storage coming down. Coming up to the upper deck here, folks, we've got the new step here. They've marred it up a little bit. It comes that way. What I like about that is that, you know, people, they wear their shoes in with into their trailers, hitting the bathroom, that sort of thing. If you were to put a scratch or a dent or a ding on this, it's not the end of the world. It kind of just blends in and matches. So they're thinking about that. The other steps, they show the wear and tear a little bit more. So grab handle going up the steps, a little nicer. Their bathroom, they've really done a nice upgrade to their bathroom. Again, pocket doors, super safety feature. I love it. Much safer to get in and out of the bathroom at night to use the facilities. You've got extra countertops with the extra countertop space with the Surfex thermal foil. But their shower, this is the Encore one-piece fiberglass shower surround. It's not a two-piece. What I love about this shower, folks, is the floor of the shower sits a little bit below the main floor of the bathroom. So if you're like 6'6", you've got headroom in this shower, which is fantastic. You know, you got the shower head here. Again, one-piece fiberglass. You got shelving all the way around. Beautiful shower, and you get the glass sliding door. Coming into the bathroom here, folks, or sorry, the bedroom. 60 by 80 residential queen size bed. Your regular fitted sheet will fit around it. It's right into the front cap. They've designed it to give you more floor space at the foot of the bed. There's lots of room in this bedroom to move around. I love it because you get the nightstands on either side of your bed. If you're a little bit claustrophobic or you like the, you know, the alarm clock, a spot to place your book, that sort of thing, you just get so much more breathable room in this bedroom, which is awesome. Because it's an 8.5 foot wide trailer, it just more open space on the inside. USB connections on either side of the bed to plug in the cell phones, all that sort of stuff. And then you've got dual wardrobes. There's a wardrobe slide in here as well. So there you go. His and her. I'll give you that. And then great big drawers. I'll only open up one of them just so you can see there's 4 of them that size, which is nice. And then underneath the bed, you've also got the storage also. So that table right there gets folded out. You can place that in front of your theater seating if you want to eat inside. We've optioned in also the thermal insulated windows. That's a dual pane window with the argon gas on the inside. So for colder weather use, folks, this trailer is going to get it done for you, which is real nice. Dual 15,000 BTU air conditioners. That's the Coleman Mach system. So the most efficient air conditioner system on the market today with the Coleman Mach, the racetrack system that Grand Design uses on their Momentum Solitude products. And you can actually operate all 3 air conditioners if you add the option in the third AC off of 50 amp service or that 5,500 watt Onan generator. So again, I've talked a lot. Hope I covered it. And if there's anything else, any questions, shoot us on YouTube, folks. We love the comments, love the commentary, love helping people throughout North America, you know, find the right product and answer the questions. We want to come alongside you in your RV shopping experience. And hey, if you want to come down to Woody's RV World Leduc and check us out and give us a shot, we'd love that opportunity to be able to take care of you and come alongside and be a part of your RV journeys. So again, Clayton Phillips, Woody's RV World Leduc, 780-986-1234. That's 8012 Sparrow Crescent, Leduc, Alberta, Canada, the #1 Grand Design retailer in Alberta. We love the product, and we really appreciate all the customers that have chosen to come and do business with us here in Leduc, our faithful YouTube watchers. Thank you so much, and we're just having a ton of fun here at Woody's RV World in Leduc, Alberta. Thanks for your time. Take care.